tired of calling on the same 2 or 3 students during class discussions? Are you tired of hearing yourself talking? Do you want to improve student participation and engagement in your classroom? If your answers are yes, yes, and yes, then discussion boards and choice boards are the solutions to these common instructional challenges. Both tools allow students to show their understanding of any topic and can be used with any subject. Discussion boards give students control over pace. Responding through writing rather than orally provides students with time to think about what they say and how they want to say it before publishing it in the safety of a small group setting. It is a powerful tool for giving each student voice in the discussion, especially those who are typically shy or self-conscious. As the name suggests, choice boards give students a choice in the path they take when responding to questions. I made this board to use with a novel unit. With this tool, students can choose different categories of questions to answer based on where they are in their novels. Once students select a category, they can continue to pick their own path by selecting one out of the three or four questions on the slide. Doing this allows them to best show their understanding of their novels, but you can create questions for any subject. When setting up the discussion board in Schoology, I individually assigned members to each group. I found it best to keep the group small. 3 to 4 students per group allowed them to easily follow discussion threads and keep the conversation going. Since middle schoolers benefit from guidelines, for this discussion, I required them to make one post answering the question and respond to at least 3 other group members' posts. Before we did this for the first time, I went over rules for posting to review appropriate ways to respond to classmates. This cuts out a lot of text speak and off-topic discussions that students might be tempted to have. I created a digital rubric on Schoology to give them feedback on their discussions. Not only does this hold them accountable for participating in the discussion, but it holds them accountable for participating in an appropriate way. I made the choice board on Google Slides and assigned it on Schoology. Since I created the assignment on Google Slides, I was able to give feedback to students using the commenting tool as they answered questions. This allowed them to make changes to their work before the final submission, which I scored on a rubric. Students' reactions to the discussion board and choice board were positive. When surveyed, they said they enjoyed the discussion board because they liked that they got to tell others about what they were reading and learn about new books that they may want to read in the future. They used the word share frequently in their responses. Many students liked the interaction with peers. One student even called it a break from doing work. Little did he know he was doing work. Students also liked the choice board because they could pick the questions they wanted to answer. They used words like freedom, options, and choice to explain what they liked most about it. One student specifically liked the choice of questions. She said, "Sometimes a certain question might not make sense for your specific book." Many students like that answering questions about their books as they read helped refresh their minds about the book, summarize the plot, and think about the story elements like setting and characters. Another student said answering the questions as she read made her think harder. And one student liked how easy the choice board was to use. So the next time you hear yourself droning on or calling on James for the 3rd time in a row to answer your question, consider adding discussion boards and choice boards to your teaching toolbox. They are kid tested and teacher approved.